Hello. Hello and welcome. Just organizing my, whoa. Okay. Is that good? You can hear my spooky music? Hello, hello. I can see you guys, but I also can't, so I forgot to pop out chat. There we go. Hello, chat. Hello, Audrey. Hello, Orzori. Hello, hello. My goodness, we got the real spooky music on. Transition. Whoa, I transitioned. Crazy. Hello, what is going on? A little intense and Halloween-y? Hell yeah, that's what we're going for. Maybe a little less Halloween-y in the light department? A little less bright. Should we go with like a warmer front light or cooler? Go really cool. I don't know. How is everyone doing? We're gonna be working on some 9-point today. Gonna be doing some drawing. I did a test page. I did a test page today for Magpie. So Ursula went and actually completed this one fully, but look, I did my first inking. My first time inking, guys. That's crazy. Very vampiric. Good. Yeah, we did it. Ursula gets to add all the fancy stuff. She did do that. After the fact. So I learned that I don't have enough pages of 9-point done to get us through next month. So I need to get some of those done in order for us to have posts go out, which is very important. So we're going to work on that today. Let me make this a little less fiery. I don't love how this scene is turning out, but you know, not everything's gonna be your favorite page ever, you know? So I was going to start with what were we starting with? We're starting with some flat colors. Wise words. Yeah. You know, comics take too much effort for everyone to be your best page ever, you know? And I need to get some 9-point drawn so that we can make it through the comic crunch. Because we're going to be working on not 9-point, Magpie for the comic crunch. And I did a bunch of buffering for like the Magpie colored comic. I have that buffered into January. So that's good. Hey, sorry. What's everyone else up to tonight? I got so zoned. I immediately got zoned in completely on the comic. Does anyone have any plans for Halloween? Is anyone? Phone's locked in. Yeah, I was like, I need to get these pages done, so let's heckin' go. And then I just went for it. Currently knitting, getting the hang of this new pattern. Hell yeah. What are you knitting, or is it just kind of like test knitting kind of thing? Or is it something really cool and I'm just immediately selling you short? Damn, this is some endgame music. Like what is this song? What are we doing here? The final showdown. Yeah, that would make sense. That checks out. My old one is acrylic, so I can't wear it anymore. A scarf. Oh, right. I remember you saying that yesterday. Oops. I'm so amped to do the challenge. I think that's supposed to be like her thumb. I don't know. That's silly. That got a little silly, I think. Doesn't matter too much because I don't know, just the way it colors in. Okay. My cat's chasing a moth. She distracted me. How dare she? I'm not gonna worry about... What am I not gonna worry about? I don't really want to like do difficult art right now. Obviously, I don't want anything too thinky. It's like I'm just gonna flatten Mitzi on the pages that she needs, and then I might work on flat colors for like the later pages. I think that would be good because it's still work that needs done, but it's less brain heavy, less heavy on my brain. So I'm gonna do that. There's a few panels that I don't have her flatted in. But I'll figure it out. Push that down. There's like a few fancy panels. Like I wanted to do them, I completely lost track of what I was trying to say. I've been watching a lot of It's Me or the Dog, the Victoria Stilwell show about dog training. It's very entertaining. Okay, so we'll do that. I was doing that right before stream. I was watching reality TV, basically. Cause oh my god. Oh, Ursula changed my... That's what happened. She changed my little dude. Like, there we go. Fixed it. She changed my camera, I think. Probably for the critique stream, she changed it. Hello, Victoria. I hope all is well with you. Why did I start watching dog shows? It was because I was watching, I have no clue. Well, I've always followed, Zach George, who is like a dog trainer on YouTube. And he's got like so many like advertisements and all of his stuff constantly. So many YouTube ads for various things. So I was watching a podcast with him, and he brought up they were talking about like various types of dog trainers, whatever, and he brought up how a lot of this like alpha dog stuff is rooted in misogyny and colonialism, and I was just like, hold up, wait. Because that was not the sentence I expected to come out of his mouth. Because I'm always thinking these things. So it was a surprise to hear someone I generally just have not paid super close attention to, and just been like, oh, super corporate, whatever. Get that coin, whatever, I don't care, but I'm always saying this. That's it. It's a clipping mask. I knew something was up there. It's so much about misogyny For real, for real. Where's that coming from? Is that added on? Oh no, that was added to the layer. Oh no, that sucks. We'll deal with that later though. But the thing is, like, people train dogs terribly, right? In very abusive ways. And it's so contentious. It's so weirdly contentious. But the thing is, like, I'm not shocked it's contentious because people still can't agree not to, like, hit children, you know? Like, I do not expect people to, like, behave well around animals when they can't even, like, figure out you're not supposed to, like, spank children, you know? I don't know. Also, I agree with you, Bounce. Thank you. And, like, I know it exists within all forms of animal training, but it feels so prevalent in, like, dog training. Like, I know it's the case in bird training, too, that there's lots of people who are weird, like, you gotta, like, be alpha or whatever. But, like, I feel like that's a lot less common, especially nowadays. I think in the past it was super common. I don't run into it the same way I do as in the dog community, where, like, I start watching, like, a few, like, videos from, like, trainers who use respectable methods, and then I'm, like, inundated with all of these people who don't know what they're doing. I'd say lack of training is also a mismanagement of pets, because your dogs should not be chasing anyone around on the street. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely people who have, like, a lack of training. But I think improper training has done, like, way worse than, like, no training, you know? People who yell at dogs and use aversive methods create way more dangerous dogs. Like, I'm all for training. I just wish it was, like, more accessible and, like, we could get over some of, like, this ancient frickin' knowledge around dog training. Because, like, birds, it's just not like this. Like, all of the bird YouTubers I follow are super frickin' knowledgeable. Like, they say things that align with the science. But, like, dog trainers are, like, they just pull whatever they want out of their ass. The amount of times I see comments on videos that annoying kids in them that say, this is why physical punishment is necessary, sickening. It's disgusting. It's really gross. I think I only like am hesitant on this idea of like untrained dogs, which I agree with, like, in principle. I think I'm only hesitant about it just because I get frustrated with this idea that you can train dogs to do anything, and just because like you're seeing a dog on the street behaving poorly means it's poorly trained. It's like, at the end of the day, they're still animals, you know? You got people like Jeffrey Star saying dogs licking the eye gives health benefits. Yeah, that's not... it's not good. I think I'd be way less iffy about things if, like, it wasn't common practice to just strangle dogs, you know? The fact that Caesar Milan is still around is just absurd. Because I watched tons of Dog Whisperer as a kid, and I hate that. Because I loved animals, and I wanted to learn. And that shit is just crazy abusive. I'm terrible at training animals, to be fair, but like... Caesar Milan, Jackson Galaxy are polar opposites, for real. Like, when Jackson engages in like weird pseudoscience stuff, it's not as harmful. It's not the... he gets into like some essential oils type woo, if I remember correctly. The one thing that Jackson Galaxy did that that I'm sure I think he's, you know, obviously changed or whatever, is there's like one episode where they get like a fish to entertain the cats, and I'm like, that is insane. Because it was like a fish that was put in like a horrible bowl. I think later on he had like fake fish in aquariums, which is way better. Yeah, the way people treat fish is wild. Like, yeah. And he's like I think he changed on that. But that one sent me when I saw it. Generally surprised by the amount of violence that's normalized in public. It's wild to me, like, how, like, oh my god, this is a very loud track. I'm gonna turn this down. Okay. But it's wild to me, like, how... Tanked is a wild show? I've never seen Tanked. Like, trying to get any of this stuff banned is, like, absurd. Like, I don't know why we can't agree to stop using shock collars, you know? Like, and choke chains. Like, it's just wild. Like, I understand the need for slip leads, but not as a corrective tool or anything. It's just like an easy way to like manage in like a kennel situation. It's just easy to like whoop, and then it's just an easy way to put on a leash very quickly and move an animal from one place to the other, assuming that's not an animal that would bolt. And also, fur farms aren't fully banned in the US. That one's not shocking to me. I went to Dunkin' Donuts for the donut tank like over a year ago, and there was barely any fish in it, if there were fish at all. Yeah, there's so many horrible fish tanks. Yeah. I'm not shocked because like farms in general still exist, you know. It's like yeah, like just farms in general like are horrible. Um but yeah, just like I don't know. I think it's like the simplicity of just not having like shock colors and stuff. Like these are just unnecessary in all aspects. Like I don't get it. Does he have mitts on? I think he's got little fingerless gloves. I think he's got like those little fingerless gloves. I don't know why I started coloring in Ember here. Oops. Oopsies. Don't know why I started doing that. Maintaining cows takes so much water. 3 states are fighting for the rights to use it. Jeez Louise. I agree with you fully, Bones. Yeah. I know, it gets very complicated. Like I know that stuff gets like complicated in some ways, like unnecessarily complicated. It's just the ones where it's just like I cannot see like any argument for this. Like yeah, I don't think we need fur farms. How much harm has been done yet? It's so hard to do anything to ban such abuse. Yeah, and then it comes back to the fact that like I'm not shocked because of like the way we like treat children is horrible. And it's just like the whole modern idea of basically just owning your children. I've been really into watching videos about like estranged parents. So that definitely ends up on my mind a lot. Bwomp, bwomp. What is this song now? This is not the final showdown. What is this? Escape. Okay, it is related to the ends. The next song we're gonna listen to is called Men's Toilet, so be prepared for that one. Wait, I'm not doing Ember. I'm trying to color in marble here. Let's just do all of marble. So many characters. Yeah, it's wild. There's so many little guys here. One can only hope. Tuesday. Was it? Did I talk about yesterday? I was watching stuff about. No, I've definitely been talking about how like literacy is definitely one of like my fascinations currently, and about like the TikToks from book reviewers who don't read books. Which is just fascinating to me. On some levels, it drives me insane. But on other levels, like, I don't blame people. But at the same time, it's wild. I guess the one I was watching, they were talking about how there's these a TikTok book reviewer who was saying that when she reads books, she doesn't read any of the prose, she just reads the dialogue. And the thing is, like, I listened to this and I'm like wild, but it's also totally why I started the Avo webcomic version, because I know there's people who get overwhelmed by like paragraphs and things like that. Well, the thing is that there is a generation now that cannot read. That cannot read large text and like books and things, and it's really fascinating because they changed the way that reading was learned in like Canada and America, um, and they have since changed back, I think, because it's been so devastating. Um, so it's like Gen Z mostly can't read, and some of Gen Alpha, because they stopped teaching phonics in school. They stopped teaching phonics and they started this kind of like intuitive reading model. Yeah, no, it's fascinating. This is like my current fascination. Um, my sister's coworker has a fourth grader that still can't read at kindergarten level. Yeah, it's really common, and it has to do with like a change in the education system. Um, because yeah, they stopped teaching phonics, which is where you learn to sound out words, and they started doing this thing where where like you are given like a text and you're supposed to like figure out what it says based on like context clues. So kids got really good at like memorizing things, like memorizing books they'd already like read, but they couldn't go really far with it because it was like this false assumption that like kids can pick up reading the same way that you pick up oral language, which isn't true, because humans naturally will speak and communicate verbal and nonverbal, whereas reading is like a really unique, difficult skill that is not really natural. It's definitely something you need to be taught. Um, So it was kind of putting the cart before the horse, because like, you know how like if you see words and they're scrambled, you can still read a sentence. And through context, you can figure out something that's written poorly. They were like, well, since you can do that, that means if you just do that, you're good. It's kind of. I'm Gen Z and I learned phonics. I don't know if I actually learned it in school because I can't remember much from kindergarten, but Leapfrog definitely helped me. Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I know it's a problem though. I know a lot of Gen Alpha can't read. And I'm like millennial, but I'm a young millennial. That has to do with theoretical development derived from Jean Piaget's theory. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. It's really interesting. I remember phonics. I remember being, so I'm dyslexic, so I have really good memory. I really remember learning to read in a very narrative way. I have very good narrative memory, is what I've learned from my dyslexia. But I remember learning to read because we were in the library, and I just remember us learning to read the phonics for like oi, and just all the kids going oi 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 in class. It was great. And I had a pimple on my knee, so I wasn't fully paying attention. And I popped the pimple on my knee. There's blood everywhere. Yeah. I remember learning how to... I forever learned how to... I've mentioned it before, learning to write the letter 8. Like, that one was wild. I also remember my mom... we had books to read, obviously, for learning to read, and there was one book that had the word bureau drawer in it, and I thought that was ridiculous. I thought, this is so unfair. Like, how do you expect me to sound this out? I don't know. I didn't even know the word. I never used this word, bureau drawer. It was just a bunch of words like cat, hat, pat, sat, bureau drawer. Did you learn to say letter 8? I partly blame Fahrenheit 451 for killing my love of reading. That book was a slog. I love Fahrenheit 451. But that's fair if you don't like it. I love Slaughterhouse 5. It is very ironic that Fahrenheit 451 made you dislike reading, though. That is very funny. I never read any of my assigned reading, so that's definitely probably what changes. It incredibly changes one's opinion on a book if you're forced to read it versus not. I just never read whatever I was given in class. Kurt Vonnegut mentioned, yeah. Ursula's so kind to like put these all in different colors for me, and then I just like immediately just ruin it all. It was required summer reading for high school. I found an audiobook version to read along on YouTube, and it made it worse because the narrative was so monotone. I thankfully don't get too bothered by monotone, but that's just because I read with a AI voice just like to like help me read because of dyslexia. So I'm just used to like the monotone AI voice. What's worse than the monotone AI voice is that my reader, whenever there's like certain phrases, it has like weird excited emphasis on them. It'll go like yeah or like no, and it'll just be like completely tonally inconsistent and like make me laugh. Because I'm still reading Shut Away. Is it Shut Away? Broken is what I'm reading. I'm reading Broken right now, which is a book about the hospital schools in Ontario. And it is a very sad situation to read about. And the voices are so silly. I have Breakfast of Champions in my room right now, and I'm procrastinating starting it. I picked up creative writing as a minor and got to read so many great books. I had to read Touch the Dragon multiple times, and I still haven't read it. Because I never read... Actually, okay, I read my assigned reading in summer school, but that's it. We read Last Book in the Universe, which I enjoyed. We had to read To Kill a Mockingbird, and I just didn't read it. Mine can't read when it reaches the end of the side of a page, so it goes in needing friendships. It literally goes in needing friendships. Oh. I forgot to launch the Kickstarter today. What a fool I am. Oh, sorry. I need to go to the washroom. Oh no. One sec. How do I do... Like this. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Also, hello. Wow. I left you with such creepy music. I'm sorry. Oh, it's Malthy's birthday today. She's in the background right now. That's why I remembered. Oh, oh my goodness. Coming back downstairs to my red living room was a little spooky. Not gonna lie. I need to troubleshoot the other microphone because it's not been working. I don't know what's broken. I need to figure out what's broken because if I want Ursula to stream with us this month, I need to make sure that's good. So I need to go fix that sometime today or tomorrow. I guess tomorrow, but I don't know. After stream or in the morning. Red lights are the best lights. No less light pollution. Oh, okay. Okay, but I need to do some writing tonight. Because I'm probably not going to get tons of it done next month. Though most of the comic crunch is going to be Ursula's problem. Because, like, I did my inking today, and it took me, like an hour or 45 minutes-ish to ink it. So that's only, like, 2 hours a day of work. So that should be easier for me. Like, I could do that in one stream. I could get all my inking done. Feeling very confident about this whole comic crunch dealio. Bones has the most powerful item in his pocket. Time. Yeah, I got 2 hours a day I can spare. And eventually I'll get good at inking. It'll be so good. Just like I will eventually get so good at coloring too. I'm excited for Comic Crunch, but my friend who's making my comic with me is really burnt out. Oh no! Well, don't burn yourself out too much. I was looking in the Discord, and one of y'all was saying that I should make a video about how we divvy up work between us. And I'm not really sure. I just do everything that I'm capable of doing. Because I have all the time in the world, as we just established. I realize this scene is going to be a lot because there's so many characters in it. It's like the most... It's not. 9 Point's kind of notorious for having like a zillion characters on every panel, so... Just gotta embrace it for what it is. Wait, why don't I just bring it all together? Like, why am I doing it individually? If I just lower the brightness, I can instantly turn everything black. My god, what was I thinking? What a silly guy I am. I don't know what I'm doing. I haven't decided even on a color I want for the background, so I don't know why I'm futzing about with it. Yes! He's so cute. We love Marble. Just a little guy. Almost doubled the workload. So true. I was rereading Cucumber Quest just because it's my inspiration for learning how to color 9 Point. Oh, so good. So sad it isn't gonna get an ending, really. But, you know, I don't judge. You know, be happy it happened at all. Wise words from Bones. Listen, I feel like it's way easier to be nicer to like comic artists when you've been through it yourself, you know? Wait, whose arm is this? So this one has to be Marble's, right? This one here? That's Marble's hand. Comics are hard. For real. Like, I have so much time to work on them. Otherwise, like, I don't know what I would do. I would not be getting comics out. I ain't about judging nobody. Because I got to the point where I was going to just quit, but I didn't. But that was only because, like, my, only because. But that was because of my mental health, just in general, was so trash. But thankfully, it all sorted out, and now I've got plenty of comic time. Deciding to learn to like help Ursula has been really good. It's so much easier when you don't like do it all alone. Because I have so much. It's not even entirely about how much time I have. It's just how I use time. I just hyper focus. I'm a real hyper focuser. Or as Ursula struggles with the focus, which is fair. Um, so I can do a lot of tedious work. Bones knows how to lock in. I don't know if I know how to lock in. I just lock in. It's just, I was born this way. I haven't even started my comic fully yet. It still stresses me out. I know it's going to be fun and good art practice, though, once I actually get to pages. Hell yeah. It do be. Yeah, comics aren't worth worrying too much about. It's not worth the stress. Just have fun, because, you know, that's the only thing you can guarantee is having fun, you know? Everything else is its own little thing, you know? So prioritize having a good time or making something you're proud of. Or both. Or like learning, you know? And you know, just because just because something isn't your best work doesn't mean you can't be proud of it too, you know? Thank you, Bones, for being kind. No problem. Hello, Valerie. Hello, hello. Like, the thing is, like, I don't know. Like, when it comes to, like, comics and stuff, we focus too much on the endings. When it's like, oh my god, this is just like the most basic life advice, isn't it? It's like, you know, it's not about the destination. And that's what it's like to read comics sometimes, you know? Sometimes you can have a great time and not get all the answers. And that's okay. I think I only think about this so much because, like, I made a video kind of about this idea. Or, like, I don't know if it was about this idea, but I mentioned the fact that it's, like, it's okay to, like, not finish your comics. And someone was like, but it's so mean to your audience to not finish. And I'm like, well, I don't care. Also gonna eat these after I finish one more row. Alright, no problem. It's always nice to see you. God damn it, I started coloring in freaking Ember again. Always. Always with this. Well, you know, you might have to leave now, but that doesn't mean you won't hear more wise words from me. Unless I completely run out of them, you know? Also possible. In which case, you know, be happy we had any wise words at all. You know, it just comes back to that, doesn't it? Ugh. I'm really excited that we're working on Magpie for the Comic Crunch. Because, man, Magpie deserves it. Deserves so much love. I love all of my works, except Pretty Mouth. I hate Pretty Mouth. All of my comics, except Pretty Mouth, are great, and I love them. I don't even hate Pretty Mouth. Pretty Mouth is fine. It's just old. Did you just say accept? No, no, no. I love them all. Was there a learning curve when you started using Procreate? A bit, I guess. I wouldn't say it has a very high learning curve. It feels very intuitive, at least for me. There's lots of like little things that you need to learn, I guess, if you want to use them. Like it took me a bit to figure out how to use all the effects and stuff, but once I did, it's not too heavy. I think the only thing that's difficult about Procreate is that it you have to. Well, I guess it's not that difficult. I guess it's the same as like all the other programs where like I think the difference is Procreate doesn't hide things in menus, it hides them in like weird gestures and stuff. All right, finish the row. Good night. Have a good time. Being unconscious and whatnot. I love this little dude. He's so cute. Oof, getting a bit of a cramp in my leg here. Leg cramp. Cramping up. That's what happens when you don't sit like a shrimp. Maybe I should try and sit like a shrimp. Gotta squish myself all up. Say 1-to-1. Like if I was to open up, well, where is it? No, I can't move it. Anyways, okay, never mind. I was trying to see if I was able to use my capture screen. Because I think there's like a delay. I was seeing if I could like actually look at the screen while drawing instead of looking at my iPad. Because that would probably be better ergonomically. Turn my iPad into like one of those old school tablets. I think I could, it would just take practice. And I don't know if I want to practice. I don't know if it's all that worth it. Oops. What is this song? I've never... Oh, it's from the sequel. I've never played the sequel. Okay. Someone is playing my piano. Okay, she almost turned it on. She left, though. One of these days, she is going to start playing it in the middle of the stream, and y'all are gonna be as startled as I am. Hmm? Oh. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Okay, we colored in marble. We flat colored that little dude in. Now we should get embered on. I don't even know. I haven't picked any colors for like what I want them to be. So we're just gonna go with whatever. Yeah, you must have little fingerless gloves. Oh, I'm silly. I want to just do his whole little body. Because then I can just, whatever, you know? Just do a clipping mask for everything. Hope all is well for everyone. I have once again zoned in. Ember is up to so much trouble here. Such a silly raccoon. Giant bug scared the heck out of me. There's a huge ladybug. There are so many ladybugs around right now. Like, there's just been swarms of ladybugs outside my house. I don't know what that is. Good to know I'm not the only one being, like, harassed by ladybugs. You must have good luck coming your way. That's true. Maybe Ursula will get a job. Can't believe that's still no job. It sucks. God, job hunting sucks. Blah, blah. Spooky. Fall. Some more. One more. Okay. I want like a bob. No. That's not a bop. Okay. Just give me the main theme. Let's do a little main theme bop. Okay. It's gonna be fun having to get like all of these characters like colored in. Pick like some good coloring for them. Trying to make sense of this leg here. So many characters. Oh my god, there's so many of them. It's crazy. Was it 5 characters? Yeah, 5 characters. Oh, we took Fado to the dog park today. Because we learned that there's like now a small dog park. But we also took Matica with us, which was kind of a silly thing to do because she's a large dog. So we tried to, go our separate ways. But as soon as we tried to do that, Fado was trying to dig into the large dog park where I was with Matica. He was trying to like squeeze under the fence and get over there. Um, so we left the small park and I walked the large park and there was like one dog in there that was really chill. So we just brought Fado into the large dog park and he had a good time. And Serena stayed home because 3 dogs is too many dogs to walk at once, especially to the dog park. My mom's going to be going to Alberta soon, and we're going to be watching her dog probably. Um, when my stepdad is busy. And maybe we'll take him to the dog park, maybe? Like, he's not great at, like, commands and stuff, but he's also, like, a puppy, so, like, that's a good time to go. He has all his shots. I think it'd be good to socialize him. Oops. Okay. Alright, coming up on 12 o'clock. Seems pretty quiet now, so I'm gonna head out. I'll see you tomorrow. And then the next day, hopefully with Ursula. So, yeah. Goodbye. How do I stop a stream? You go like... oh, there's so many buttons. There we go. Okay, goodbye.